We have this story from the Post Millennial. My show had value. Joy Reid cries after MSNBC canceled her show.
Wrongo.
Joy Reid has no value.
She cries. It's very sad.
But also that my show had value.
No.
And that, I'm sorry.
I'm not.
That what I was doing had value.
It clearly didn't, ma'am. That's why nobody watched it and they fired you.
And in the end, I'm sorry, I try not to cry on TV. And I take this.
No, you're not on TV.
So I apologize.
Not anymore.
She's on Zoom.
Yeah.
and then it mattered. I see Karen is there, and she's been texting me as well. And so what I will just say is that in the end, thank you.
Can I just she was getting like what, 50K viewers?
That would be surprising, honestly. I don't know what she was getting.
In the key demo, her show like 50, I think 68,000 last weekend or something like that was the reported numbers.
Wow.
I just want to let you guys know that I can post a video of me giggling at a chicken and get more views than that. Like, this is something Joy Reid needs to consider, okay? Her opinions, nobody wants to hear them.
No. She is a horrible human being. I don't usually take joy in watching people cry on camera, watching people suffer. I really love her tears. It brings me great pleasure to see her suffer.
She's so smug.
She's a disgusting, race-baiting, despicable human being.
She's racist. She's smug.
She hates everyone in this room just because if she could kill us all, she would.
I think The View might hire her.
The View don't
I think she'd be great there.
I
think she'd be
Whoopi
great.
Goldberg don't want to compete with her.
I think her
to
career
be
is
the dumbest
over.
heifer in the world.
I mean, look at Don Lemon. How's Don Lemon doing?
Where's
He's doing
at these days?
TikToks now. He's doing TikToks, or he's in the Senate doing videos. I don't know. Anyway,
Don Lemon?
no.
Yeah, let's see how Don.
That one
Hey,
over.
look, Don Lemon's
That's in
got
the
half a
videos
million.
we were talking about earlier.
Videos we were talking about earlier.
I don't want to hear Don Lemon. Don Lemon's got 500,000 subs for some reason. YouTube's still trying to save this guy. Let's take a look at his views. Okay, look, he's 30,000.
Okay.
11,000. No, I mean let's here you go. I work in the industry, guys. I can give you some insights. Let's see. So 30,000 views. He's gonna be doing he probably made like $500. That's not bad. I mean, how many of you would like to make a video where you talk to a guy on the internet and get paid $500 for it? You know what I mean? So Don Lemon, he's probably making at this level, he might be doing like $400K a year. You know what I mean?
I'm sure he has to have something somewhere, right?
What do you mean?
Like there has to be another platform. He's something.
Oh, this one's got a lot. This one's got a little.
He's the one who blew it with Elon, right? Didn't Elon offer him something?
Yep. Yeah.
And he was like, I want to do the first space podcast. I want to do it from Mars, where they should have left his sorry behind.
I mean,
They can send joy with him.
it makes no sense, to be completely honest, in why Don Lemon is getting any viewership at all, because he's not a merit-based personality. Like, there are a lot of people who built from the ground up their platform. Almost all of the podcasts you see, almost all of them, not all of them, are someone started a show and slowly built up to it. So Don Lemon, to me, doesn't make a lot of sense. But look, he's having a lemon party. Is that what it says? With Joy Reid?
Man.
A lemon party.
Listen, if you're an internet, don't even.
So he's having a lemon watch party with Joy Reid. It streamed 20. He did this already. Well, I'm not surprised.
Oh,
maybe she can start a YouTube channel, and YouTube will prop her channel up for some reason, and people will watch it.
Nice.
No, she's a horrible person. I mean,
Well, Don Lemon is too.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
well, I've never heard Don Lemon say things that were as explicitly racist as her.
She's far.
Oh, yeah.
Remember the white? I don't care about white women's tears, and now you're the one crying. Cry a river, you horrible demon.
Yeah. Well, the bigger question is for the likes of Caitlin Collins and
Ooh. Oh yeah,
Chris
yeah.
Cuomo and Anderson Cooper. These people don't have any high level talent.
No.
So let me break it down for you guys. So when we are launching Timcast IRL, many may ask, who does the production? Well, Serge is controlling the cameras and volume and things like that in real time. So when the camera's switching, there's a human being pressing buttons. As for story selection, it's actually quite simple. My morning show and all of the news and everything I'm reading throughout the day is basically pre-production for Timcast IRL. I come in, I sit down, I pull up the stories that I think are most pressing or interesting that are going viral that I see on X or on various news websites. There's no other producers. There's no story writers. People who work here will sometimes see stories and post them in our company chat room, things like that. For the most part, my morning show is 90% me, and then I've got people who will help post things on. So everything on YouTube, I upload it all and get it going, and then we have people who will post them on other platforms. And then story-wise, 99% of the time, I'm just pulling stories myself. This is true for most independent podcasters. Like Joe Rogan, how does he get guests? Honestly, Joe hears about them and then reaches out, or someone connects them. You know, people always think there's a magic bullet, like, I want to go on Joe's show. And I was like, hey, do you know Joe? Like, he's just hanging out with his friends, man. Reid and most of these other TV personalities have no capability to do anything other than sit in front of a camera and read a teleprompter.
Yep.
So how could they possibly move to this space successfully? Don Lemon, riding the coattails of the CNN brand, was able to muster up 500,000 subscribers. But think about this. Here's a guy getting paid millions of dollars. That's the best he can do. He's averaging, 20,000 views? And he was getting this massive salary. When you take these people out of their fake corporate element, they do not make it anywhere meaningful. And I wouldn't be surprised if Don Lemon just simply ceases to exist in the long run. Though, to be fair, maybe he figures it out. Maybe he improves. Reid ain't going to be able to set up a YouTube channel. The amount of money it would cost her to hire people to do the production work that needs to be done for someone with no talent, not going to happen.
No, she's not going to make it. She will not be around. She'll write a book. A few people will buy the book.
I don't know.
And then
I don't agree.
You don't think she'll? I mean, she has to read.
Does she know how to read?
But yeah, well, she probably knows how to read.
I don't know that if she wrote a book, anybody would want to pick it up or care about it. This lady was getting 60,000 viewers, like in the key demo. So I think she did have a substantial, a couple 100,000, maybe it was like 500, 600,000 of people 75 plus. No disrespect if you're 75 plus, but that's not key demo. So what was the value of her show? Riling up older folks?
Right.
Pretty much is that what I would assume. It was just older black church ladies and stuff no, seriously, her, Simone Sanders. I mean, these are not people that are respected. They don't she doesn't speak anywhere. Nobody goes to listen to her speak. She's joyless. She's heartless. She's just nothing. She's worthless. So, I wish her well. I hope she has enough money to last a little.
You just called her a demon. I wish you well, though.
No, I wish her, I don't want to see somebody drown out and become a cokehead. But in reality, she'll probably look like Justin Bieber looks in a couple of weeks. Honest to God.
Yeah.
But that's all right. With her Trump wig, I hope she can still afford one.
Or Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande. God, I hope she's okay.
That girl needs to get some
not
help.
right with her.
She needs to get off the Ozempic.
But I don't think that's just
It's just an
Ozempic.
eating
I think
disorder,
that's
if I understand.
seriously disorders right there.
It's terrible.
But we'll see what happens.
And the media
with Joy.
industry is in for a shakeup, man.
Yeah.
Just the evolution that's happening before us, we are seeing with the podcast presidency, and it's going to change, and I've been warning about this. Most of the big shows are homegrown. Individuals who start, but it's starting to change, and we're starting to see podcast plants. This is a bit a story. People who look like they had a meritocratic growth, but it's not. It's industry. It's corporate. It's all built up. This will be the case. I said this last year. The beast will not just go, guess I lost. These companies have hundreds of millions and billions of dollars, and they're going to say, oh, what happened? Viewership trends have changed. Everyone's doing podcasts. How do we make an identical podcast? Don't be surprised if within a year, there is a show identical in almost every way to Timcast IRL at 8 p.m. with liberals sitting around, and it looks like it's just some dudes hanging out. But it's going to be a DNC backroom deal sponsored show or something like that.
Well, they keep saying, the DNC keeps saying, we need an answer for Rogan. We need an answer for all these podcasts because they don't have anything Who are they going to put? Harry Sisson and Chris? I mean, who's going to do their round table?
Yeah.
It would end up they'd be on the table.
David Pagman, Kyle Kalinske, and Bryler Tyler Cohen.
Who?
Nightmare.
No, hold on. I got to call you out for that.
Brian Tyler Cohen, I know. Who's the other ones?
David Pagman's got nearly 3 million
I don't know
subs
who
and
that
gets
is.
hundreds of millions of views on his videos.
I've never heard of him.
And that is a problem.
Yeah.
So all these conservatives sitting here gloating and cheering, being like, haha, look at Joy Reid, ignoring the fact that these other liberals are getting propped up, built up, and are building up massive channels.
Interesting.
While simultaneously calling on the DNC to fund them, saying, we will be your answer to Joe Rogan.
Do you think the DNC...
I'm sorry, real quick, I got to point this out. David Pacman, I hope your fans and followers clip this and share it with you, and I hope you see it, make a video about it. David Pacman published a video calling Trump's it was Trump like this with his hands on his head, and it said all-time worst approval or all-time lowest approval. at a time where Trump is experiencing his highest aggregate approval of his career.
Right.
How could this man, David Pakman, I don't understand how you can title and make a video with a headline and a thumbnail claiming Trump's approval rating is the lowest it's ever been when it's the inverse. Because these people are professional liars. It's what they do. And they want money from the machine to continue lying to people.
Yeah.
That's what they are. That's what they do. And I got to tell you, man, he gets a lot of views on these videos. If we just decided, you know what? How about we make a video where we show, we claim that, let's make the story 10 times worse. Joy Reid cries on TV after being physically thrown out of MSNBC studio with all of her fans booing her and screaming at her. We'd get 1 million views on that video. None of it's true, though. Right. So we don't do that.
Right.
David Pakman, however, and not just him, but other liberals, actually make thumbnails and titles that are factually 100% false to get a ton of clicks, and it works, and YouTube props them up. But hey, that's free speech. I get it.
They're all a variety of a Jussie Smollett. Like, it's all a hoax. It's all a lie. He sounds like he's already on the DNC payroll. They're propagandists, and that's what they do.
What do you think that the behavior of people like, whether it be Pakman or No Lie with I love Brian Taylor Cohen's show is called No Lie. He's literally the lioness dude on all of X. He spreads more BS than anybody I've ever seen. But so the Democrats are really in a really bad spot. I mean, even James Carville, who's like the guy from the 90s that really knew how to get people elected, he straight up said Democrats should play possum. Democrats should sit back and let the Republicans mess up. And the reason he said that isn't because the Republicans are likely to mess up significantly. It's because the Democrats are having a massive civil war, and they can't figure out if they want to try to be the party of the working class or if they want to be the progressives that are concerned with centering the marginalized people, because they're going to lose the Latino vote, because the people that are immigrants that have come to the country, they don't want to have illegal immigrants. They want legal immigrants. Right. And those people are generally conservative. Like they're still predominantly religious people. And if you look in Texas, you see the way that Latinos, like second generation Latinos vote. They're not all, but there's a significant portion of them, probably a majority, that vote conservative. There were a couple districts right on the border that went red from
half the border went red.
Let me show you some of this.
What do the Democrats do?
Let's revel in what is the David Pakman show. David, I have no problem. I'll say this, so he made a video where he claimed that I and Milo Yiannopoulos claimed that he was funded by USAID or something. I never said that. I made the point that there are nonprofits we know that buy ad spots on prominent liberal podcasts. With some of these nonprofits losing funding, I wonder if we're going to see any announcement from podcasts that the revenue is drying up or something like this. Never accused anyone directly of doing it. Milo responded David Pakman, as if to imply that Pakman was willfully or knowingly taking money through circuitous methods from USAID. I never said that. But that's the game he plays. Lawyers warning me, Trump is coming after you. 765,000 views. The picture is Trump pointing at him with his face palm. Then you've got Trump's cognitive health, 476,000. Taking total control. The total control one is the only one that I actually respect in a certain degree. It's not total control. Trump has control as the executive branch. Trump deranged rant, 440,000. Those are fine. All-time lowest approval. Disaster already. Yeah, that's just factually false. Trump's enjoying some of the best approval ratings he's ever had in his career. I expect it to go down.
Is Mike Pence his co-host?
Apparently so.
He should be.
So you look at when he doesn't play this weird clickbait game. Elon Musk is doing the acute source. He's 28,000, 84,000. And then when he does play the obvious absurdities, bro, no one's coming. No lawyers warning liberals, Trump's going to come after you, David. Oh, shut up. Stupidest thing imaginable. But this is the world we live in, where people like him make crap up. Like this one is the most egregious. I'm sorry. It's not the worst he's ever done. He's done a lot of stuff like this. Disaster already. We get it, dude. You've got nothing to talk about.
I mean, I don't know. I still don't know what the Democrats do. I don't know where they go from here.
The brand is broken, and they have no talent. They have nobody on the bench that's really great.
I don't agree that they have no talent.
Who's great? Who's great?
So they have people that have charisma, right? AOC has a lot of charisma.
You can't put that in a national context.
I disagree with you. I think that they can. But listen, the point isn't just about the talent. The point is the actual party has to decide what they're going to do. And if they go with the progressives that hate the rich, they're going to lose all their funding.
Right.
Right? Because the progressives, like you're going to lose any kind of wealthy Jewish people. They're not going to support them because the progressives absolutely hate Israel and they literally are on the side of Hamas. You're going to lose anybody that's got any kind of capital because they want to get rid of, they want the wealth tax. They want, they want to, tax people based on their net worth, not on the actual money they make and stuff. So the Progressive Party will have no funding, and the whole Democrat Party will fall apart then. But that might be where the energy is. The young people are more on the progressive side, the Democrats that are young. And then you've got like the normal kind of middle of the road Democrats that are still kind of like Democrats that haven't moved over to the I'm not a leftist. And they're still trying to save the party. People like Richie Torres, people like I don't know. There's people.
Who'd you have on the show in D.C. when you guys were there?
Ro Khanna. People like
Maybe like-
Ro Khanna.
Ro Khanna's good.
Ro Khanna kind of walks between the two. But the point
Well,
is,
I would say Ro Khanna is nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
But his logic is that of the destroying America kind.
Yeah, but I think he's a good person. Let's put it that way, as opposed to many of these
if-
people that are just terrible people.
I would just say if Ro Khanna is a good person, he's a deeply, deeply ignorant and dangerously ignorant person.
I believe that.
I liked his takes during the Twitter files. The
Exactly.
when he was talking about censorship.
He says the right thing.
Sometimes.
Okay, more than most Democrats, right?
But his worldview is that illegal immigrants are legitimate immigrants who should be protected.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's insane.
and that's something that the general population of the United States doesn't agree with. And
They're
so
gonna have
what
to
are the
drop that.
again?
They're
What are the
gonna have to
Democrats
drop
going to do?
Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.